So, to all of our viewers watching the free broadcast on social media, that is about to close. So make sure to go on to Hunt the Front TV right now. If you are not already a subscriber, hop on there. You get all of the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series, the Southern Thunder Super Dirt Series, the Cherokee Chief mini series. So make sure to hop on to Hunt the Front TV and subscribe if you haven't already to watch the remainder of this broadcast and a bunch of action for the rest of 2025. Upcoming events for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. March 8th at I-75 Raceway. That'll be the points opener for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. $20,000 to win there. And then a two-night showdown at Why Not Motorsports Park on the 28th and 29th. $8,000 to win on night one, $12,000 to win on night two. And then April 4th and 5th, a two-night showdown at the Talladega Short Track. $8,000 to win night one, $12,000 to win on night two. And then on May 2nd, going to make a trip to Livonia Speedway, $10,000 to win. So make sure to make it out to those events right there. Mark your calendars. And if you can't, we will have every lap live here on Hunt the Front TV. You can catch some of the best competitors the Southeast has to offer. Corey Hedgecock, Zach Mitchell. I think we're going to get Dale McDowell at some of those. So make sure to mark your calendars. Check out those events now. If you can't, go on Hunt the Front TV. And here is the lineup for Schoenfeld Headers Heat Race number 3. Starting on the pole in the 43, that'll be Mark Smith into his outside. In the 9, that is Lane Whittington. Inside row 2 in the 57, that is John Robichaux. And to the outside in the 36, Jason Martin. And rounding out the field, starting inside row 3 in the 44, that is Chris Martin. And on the outside in the 28, that is Jeff Willingham. 8 laps of distance, all cars to the show. Lights out on the speedway, getting ready to go green next time by. Robichaux and Whittington scratches here in this one, so it's going to be Mark Smith and Jason Martin, your front row, rolling into the starting zone. And we are underway here in heat race number 3. Yellow on the speedway. Yellow out as Lane Whittington was trying to get out onto the speedway, so they brought the yellow flag out. So we're going to try this again, rolling to the 1 to green, lights out on the speedway. Rolling into the starting zone here, Mark Smith and Jason Martin. Going to lead us to green coming out of 4. For the third and final time, we are underway in heat race action. Smith going to lead us working out of 2 down the back chute. Chris Martin with a good run in that 44 machine. Going to dive underneath 36 of Jason Martin through 3 and 4. Going to slide up the track. That's going to open the door back up for Martin at the line. Who is it? It's Chris Martin, barely over Jason Martin. Chris now going to pull away in that 44 machine. As you see right now, the battle on your screen, Jason Martin trying to hold off that 9 machine of Lane Whittington. Slide job there in the middle of 3 and 4. Door opens back up. Jason Martin, still your third place driver, holding off Lane Whittington in that 9 machine. Mark Smith already opening up that advantage to over a second lead over Chris Martin. Jason Martin sitting back in third. Lane Whittington fourth. Jeff Willingham rounding out the top five at the moment. Coming out of four, cross flags in the air, halfway through for Mark Smith in the 44, in the 43. Chris Martin shrunk that lead just a little bit there that last time by. We'll see if he has anything here in the later portions of this one. With 3 laps remaining, 5 down, 3 to go. Rolling down the back chute through 3 and 4. He will take the popsicle sticks coming out of 4. 2 laps remain for Mark Smith in the 43. Smith has that 43 in cruise control, taking the white flag final time around. Cruising down the back chute into 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Mark Smith takes heat race number 3. Chris Martin second. Jason Martin will come home third. Lane Whittington fourth. So your top 4 in this one. Fourth would be the 9 of Lane Whittington. Third, the 36 of Jason Martin. Second, the 44 of Chris Martin. And ladies and gentlemen, your heat race winner here in Schoenfeld Headers, heat race number 3. Give it up for Mark Smith.
Hunter, you're doing fine.
Thank you, sir.
I promise you. I've seen people that get the mic turned on for the first time, and it's like their brain wants to exit the only place it can find to escape. And it's not going to appear on the New York Times that you messed up. Keep it.
Well, it wasn't my fault, but we're just going to leave it at that.
Ooh, lawn dart to the producer's heart. Huh.
Upcoming events for the Southern Thunder Super Dirt Series. March 15th at Lancaster Motor Speedway. 7,500 to win showdown for the Southern Thunder Super Dirt Series. Then April 19th, guess what, Bill?
What's that?
Southern Thunder Super Dirt Series coming right here to Southern Raceway for a 10,000 to win event.
Wow. I like that. Lots of dead presidents.
Then May 9th at Penton Raceway, 5,000 to win. And then May 10th at Sonoya Raceway, there for $7,500 to win. May 17th, Needmore Speedway, 5,000 to win. And then June 7th, making their return to Screven Motorsports Complex for a 10,000 to win event. New series here in the Southeast. Make sure to mark your calendars. Check out all those events. And if you can't, we will have every lap live here on Hunt the Front TV.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let me introduce this lineup, IMCA Open Wheel Modifieds, real quick. Matt Covington in the 95, your pole setter. Beside him, Van Gurley in the 13V. Ooh, whoa, hold on. Wrong sheet. See, I'm glad. See, you did something great. Kept me from making a big, complete jerk out of myself. I had the wrong score sheet. Almost did it again. Wow. Green flag in the air. The run to one is underway. And our pole setter in the 19H, Oliver Hilliard, Houghton Lake, Michigan. Sounds like he got the plug pulled on him quick. By the way, did you say Penton Raceway?
Yes, sir.
Is that up in Penton, Missouri?
No.
Right above where? Oh, above Auburn. Because you know who's from Penton, Missouri, don't you?
Who's that?
Kenny Schrader.
Kenny Schrader.
See, I was thinking Missouri.
Yeah.
More my home grounds. Interesting story on how he actually learned how to drive.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. He had a go-kart that was tethered to a pole.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing he'd do is drive in circles. So he learned how to steer.
Smart.
And then when he ran out of gas, he let it cool off, gas it up, he'd go again. Green flag in the air. Oliver Hilliard leading the run down into 1. Hilliard down there in 1. Jacob Seidner second. Snyder second. There we go. Wow, they're dropping like flies. There goes Hilliard.
Yeah, Harker into second right now. Hilliard, your leader, pulling away from the rest of the field. And they are dropping like flies. Only 3 left in this one.
Yeah, I was looking over there at the score sheet beside me. I got Snyder up to the second spot, Harker in third. And then I think it's going to be Brody Gibson tail end of the field. And Brody's in the pits. 2 down, 4 to go. So you're going to be going north of Auburn.
Yes, sir.
You better say War Eagle a lot up there. Out front, it is the 40 now.
Yeah, Harker.
Of Sean Harker. He's out front. Then it's going to be the 19 being driven by Oliver Hilliard. And behind Oliver Hilliard is going to be the 98 Jacob Seidner. I'll get it right in a second. 4 down, 2 to go. IMCA Open Wheel Modified Heat Race number 1. It's going to be Harker showing the way, coming off turn number 4 to the white flag. Last lap for Harker. Then it's going to be Snyder, followed by Hilliard. In that order. Harker leading down into turn number 3, sliding it through, crossing over to turn 4, down the front stretch for the final time. Your leader and winner, it's going to be Sean Harker out of Nebraska City, Nebraska. You know, with that snowstorm and everything that we got, I bet you there's a lot of people in the Midwest that are enjoying Florida weather.
Oh, I can imagine.
Even though to us it stinks, you know.
It's great to me. I'm from Pennsylvania, so.
Now, let's see here. What is the food affair in Pennsylvania? Isn't it something called scrapple? You never had scrapple up there?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, okay. See, I'm a foodie. I pay attention to some of those things. Heat race number 2. Let me give you the lineup. Chris Spalding in the 29. Beside Chris, it's going to be the 36, Ron Grandel. Inside row 2, it's the Professor Jonathan Joyner in the 56. Beside him, the 7 of David Steffens. Tail end of the field, the 10. It's the Double J, Joseph Joyner. So, getting ready to go 6 laps. What else do we need to talk about? Help me out here.
Joseph Joyner out here in a modified, late model standout here from this area. And we are underway, and no Joseph Joyner out on the speedway.
No, he didn't make it, did he?
No, sir. Joseph Joyner a scratch in that 10 machine.
Looks like David Steffens is taking the point. Beside David Steffens, it looks like that's going to be the 29 machine of Chris Spalding out of Montgomery City, Missouri. Then it's the Professor, Jonathan Joyner. 1, 2, 3. Fourth place is going to be the 36 of Ron Grandel out of Waterford, Mississippi. 2 on the board, 4 to go this time by. Everybody trying to chase down David Steffens.
Yeah, Steffens with a .370 second advantage. So tight racing right now between Steffens and Spalding. And Jonathan Joyner sitting back in third, stalking them.
I have a feeling he's measuring the field. An analytical thinker, the Professor. David Steffens coming off turn number 4. That's going to put 4 on the board, 2 to go. Then it's going to be the 29, Chris Spalding, followed by Jonathan Joyner. Joyner trying to stay in touch, starting to fade a little bit, but here's an advantage. Steffens and Spalding side by side in 4, and look what the Professor does. He gets in the mix.
He's
One to go.
creeping up on him here on the final lap coming at it, too. Bill, take us home.
Seffens on the point going down the backstretch. Spalding in second. The Professor in third coming off turn number 4. Your leader and winner, David Seffens, followed by Chris Spalding and Jonathan Joyner. Fourth place will be credited to the 36, and that's going to be Ron Grandel. Now, I know we were talking about you going to Penton Raceway, which is north of Auburn, and all these great places coming up. What else did I hear you had a note to talk about what's coming up after not this third heat but the fourth heat? Or did I remember that note?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Maybe, hey, I have crayons that mess up all the time. The 25-year pole sitter, Jason Sims. Beside him, the 72N, Todd Nieheiser, who was involved in a scrape earlier this evening. Row 2, Austin Becerra in the 22 out of Carthage, Illinois. And Randall Paxton in the 22R outside row 2. Tail end of the field, the 72 of young J.C. Wilson in the Renegade Fuel Machine. Coming into turn 4, green flag in the air. Todd Nieheiser leading the run on the high side. Nieheiser out front. Then it's going to be the 22R. That's going to be Randall Paxton. J.C. Wilson kind of got caught up in a little bit of confusion as he's now up to 4th. But right now, Todd Nieheiser showing the way. Randall Paxton second. Then it's going to be the 22 of Austin Becerra. Out front, Todd Nieheiser, 2 down, 4 to go. Nieheiser, the driver out of Panama City. During hot laps, if you'll remember, he accidentally caught the back end of Johnny Wright Jr.'s IMCA open wheel modified. Kind of put an owie on his car. Don't know how bad Johnny Wright Jr.'s car was, but I do know it probably needed a welder because he knocked that tank guard off. 3 down, 3 to go. Here comes Todd Nieheiser showing the way. Randall Paxton second. Alec Becerra third. And then it's going to be J.C. Wilson in 4th. Nieheiser, 1 to go this time by for the driver out of Panama City, Florida. Randall Paxton in 2nd. Both drivers earlier tonight set fast times in the IMCA Open Wheel Modified Series here at Southern Raceway. And do you remember who was the last person to beat the time tonight?
It's Joseph Joyner, wasn't it?
Joseph Joyner, yeah. Exactly. Checkered flag in the air for Todd Nieheiser, your winner. Then it's going to be Randall Paxton second, Austin Becerra third, and J.C. Wilson in the 4th spot. 5th goes to the 25 of Jason Sims.
So, upcoming broadcasts here on Hunt the Front TV. March 2nd, March Madness for the Cherokee Chief mini-series at Cherokee Speedway, kicking off that mini-series. And then March 8th, the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series points season opener at I-75. Then March 15th, the Spring 50 with the Northern All-Stars there at Florence Speedway in Kentucky. March 15th, the Red Rose Rumble at the Southern Thunder Super Dirt Series. March 28th and 29th, the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series at Why Not Motorsports Park. And then April 4th and 5th, the Bama Bash at Talladega Short Track. Make sure to tune in to all those.